Welcome to the Rosaries Project. This is the first video. This is just going to be a general video on the layout of the Rosary. It's not going to talk about how to pray it. That's a series of videos that we're going to go over for pretty much the rest of the videos. The different parts of how to pray it, and then we'll go into the different mysteries. But for this one, we're just going to go over the general layout of a rosary, okay? As you can see on the screen here, we have an example of a rosary. We're going to be using this one primarily, but here's another example of a rosary. The colors, and there's different colors that you could have in the rosary, as you can see. As you can also see, there's different crosses. And for instance, we have this one, and we also have this one. This cross is different. Either way, the way you're going to pray the rosaries is pretty much going to be the same. And the general layout of the rosaries, although it may have different shapes and different sizes, you might have large ones or small ones, or large crosses or smaller crosses. In general, the layout of the rosary is going to be the same. Now, we'll start here with the cross. Every rosary has a cross. This is the cross as it's being pointed to. After the cross, you get the next bead, which is usually a larger bead and shaped a little differently sometimes. This is what we call the Our Father bead. And each bead is in general named after the prayer that is associated with the bead. So this next bead is our Father bead. Then you have three smaller beads, which is called the Hail Marys. Okay, these are three Hail Marys, and each one of them hold their own special Hail Mary prayer. But we'll go to that. But so you have your next three beads, which is your Hail Mary. Then you have the next bead, which is a larger bead, similar to the Our Father bead, and this will be our Glory be and our Father again, okay? After this bead, you're going to come to the centerpiece. Now, there's many different forms of centerpieces, but in general, this is your centerpiece, okay? From there, you're going to go into the first set of Hail Marys. You're going to go into your first set of Hail Marys. Now, there are 10 Hail Mary beads in each set. A set is called a decade. A decade, deca, 10, because there are 10 beads. Now, each bead is an Hail Mary. So you would say the Hail Mary prayer on each bead. Therefore, you would say 10 Hail Marys, one Hail Mary associated with each bead. So you get your first set of 10, which is a decade. After your first decade, or your first set of 10 Hail Marys, you're going to come to your first Glory be and Our Father bead. This is usually a large bead, usually very similar to, if not the same bead, as the first beads that were down near the cross, in that first cross section. Okay? Now, if you continue on, you'll find that you'll come to a second set of 10 beads. Now, this is the second set of what we call mysteries, okay? So you've got your first set and your second set, okay? Now, if you'll notice, this one also has 10 beads. So it's your second decade. So it's your second decade, and it is associated, much like the first decade, with 10 Hail Marys. So you've got your first, your second, your third, going all the way up to 10. Now, you're going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decades. And in each decade, you have 10 Hail Marys. So in the first decade, you're going to have 10 Hail Marys. And in the second decade, you're going to have your second set of 10 Hail Marys. And then the third set, which is this little loopy set right over there where it kind of bends, that's where your third set of 10 Hail Marys, or your third decade. After that will be your fourth decade, or your fourth set of 10 Hail Marys, followed by your fifth set and your concluding set of 10 Hail Marys. After that, you will come back to that center part, and there you have it. So that is the basic or general layout of a rosary. I want to keep this video very short and very clear. This is not a video going over the specific prayers. We will do that in later videos. But this video is just a general layout of what you should expect when you receive, or when you receive as a gift, or when you purchase a rosary. All right, have a blessed one. Until we meet again, may God be with you and also with your spirit.